Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Simming in Oz, and today we're continuing with our Hogwarts build. We are doing the Ravenclaw common room. Now I wanted to establish a really nice trend in that all the common rooms are actually quite grand. I didn't want there to be anything simple about them, so we're thinking multi-level, we're thinking lots of space. The common area has to actually be practical and functional. So what I did was I started out by completely revamping my current setup. I'd originally had this whole building that I'm currently building in. It had three things. It had the divination classroom up the top, it had the Ravenclaw common room in the middle, and then it had the charms classroom on the very bottom. Unfortunately, the charms classroom was just one big square room, and I was like, this isn't enough. It's not going to look good. So I completely removed the divination classroom from up top, added a whole other story, and then re-added the divination classroom on the top. So I basically built a whole story just so I could have two stories to this common room, because looking at the size of it right now, and this is even after I'd extended it out from the balcony, I wouldn't have been able to fit a bedroom and a cool common room within this space. So I knew I wanted a lot of desks and a beautiful little area where they could sit and lounge around a fireplace. I also wanted to try and fit in a bathroom, because I wasn't able to fit in a bathroom with the Gryffindor common room. So I wanted the Ravenclaws to be treated a little better. Ironically, the Ravenclaws, Hufflepuffs and Slytherins are all going to have better common rooms than the Gryffindors, so they get the best in life. No offense to the Gryffindors, that's just how it turned out. It's just like space was such an issue with the Gryffindor common room that I honestly didn't have anywhere else to turn, so we tried our best. With the Ravenclaw common room, I tried something a little bit different. I tried an open area fireplace, and it took me a bit because most of the fire pits you get can only be placed outside, but this one can be placed inside, so happy days. And I just wanted a sort of effect of a lot of bookcases and a lot of seating, a lot of lamps, and it's all a little bit whimsical, but also quite smart and neat. I think those are the characteristics of a Ravenclaw. You know, it's very logical, it's not too cluttered. If it's cluttered, it's books. So yeah, it's got this beautiful double story thing happening. I did struggle a little bit on what I wanted the wallpaper to be. I knew it had to be blue or brown with lots of blue accents. So I originally just had that classic one, and then I moved over to Life and Death because that's my default these days. So I'm going through. I wanted to give all the windows a stained glass effect, which I thought was really fun. Anywhere I could fit a beautiful blue into this place, I was going to. So here I am. I'm just doing a lot of couches, and I make a point that every couch has a nearby lamp. I even break my rules slightly and give them electronic lamps. Typically, I've been working with candles this whole time, but it just felt right. I was looking at this lamp and I was going, I've used this so much and the colors aren't really correct. And then I found this beautiful gold one and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand what the theme is now. And then I'm also adding in a lot of plants, because as a book reader myself, there's nothing I love more than coziness, good lighting, and a lot of plants. So I felt like that was really the theme of the Ravenclaw common room. So it's quite fun, it's very luxurious. I haven't built the Slytherin common room yet, but Ravenclaw is currently winning for quality, I suppose. The Gryffindor one is a bit slapdash, but this one is absolutely lovely. I was quite proud of it too. So the accents are gold. I know it's meant to be like bronze, I think, but you know what, the gold just looked so beautiful. The rug here was a real game changer, I have to say. It's not something I thought I'd ever use, but I put it in because I was looking for something, and I was just like, yeah, that works, that could work, just because it's something so different. And you know, anyone can create a beautiful classic gothic looking library room with blue armchairs, and that would be it. But I wanted to add a little bit of magic to it, and I feel like that floor rug, it's basically mosaic tiles, will just, you know, do it really well and add a bit of character to this space. And then I go in and I add some blue curtains, and I wanted to section off this whole first floor of the dormitories. So first section is mainly the common area itself. It's got this beautiful hangout area in the middle. It's got a bathroom off to the side, and then the rest of it is dedicated to study. So there's about 5 desks within the common room, and I felt like that was very appropriate, seeing how this is the House of Logic. They've got good brainwaves going on, and I just wanted to lean into that. You'll notice that I don't really ever focus on the exterior for places. Yes, I'll do a hallway every now and then, but I'm really saving the exterior for the very end of building Hogwarts, just because I knew that the interiors would affect the exteriors, so the window placements and stuff like that. So I really wanted to get all my interiors correct before I actually go and do a final version of the exterior, just because I have no idea what the end result is going to be. So I do go back. I do one thing I do is I do add a telescope outside for the Ravenclaw common room, just because they've got the slightest balcony, because they deserve it, and they do have a telescope out there. I thought it was really appropriate, so I did want to add that in. But later down the line, when Hogwarts is finally coming to an end, I will go and I will add mega landscaping, and I'm thinking rocks, I'm thinking gorgeous decor and statues and gargoyles and everything, and a lot of greenery, so I can really try and, I know what Hogwarts looks like, but I also want to try and blend it into the surrounding magical realm a little bit. So if I have to play with plants and stuff like that, I definitely will, but I'm saving that for the very end. And just to let everyone know, there is still not a shower to be had within this entire school. I don't think I've actually put down one shower yet. It's on my list. I will have to make a prefect's bathroom somewhere. I have no idea where I'm going to put it, but that's going to happen, because as it stands, if you want to actually sort of live here in Hogwarts, you really do have to, walk around to get to places. So eating, showering, it's all going to be a bit weird. So I will add in a prefect's bathroom just to give it some realism. Unfortunately, no one gets showers within their common rooms. It's just not something I was really able to fit in. I suppose I could if I really tried, but it's just not something I was prioritizing at the time of making this. And now we come to really the last bit. So this is the upstairs, and I just went super basic. I gave it 2 bedrooms, and it equals about 4 beds. I want 4 beds minimum in each common room and dormitory, just because I feel like that's a good number. If it was less, I'd feel bad. So it's just, I was thinking about doing bunk beds with desks underneath them, because I thought that was a cool idea, but none of the bunk bed styles were really fitting in with the theme of it, and also the bedspreads just weren't the particular shade of blue that I wanted, so I just had to move on. So I gave them these nice Victorian single beds, and maybe I think a bookshelf and a trunk and everything, but I just tried to go with it, and I think it turned out quite nicely. And then the other side of the upstairs bit, I just do a very, very miniature study area with some chess boards, because I haven't added chess boards into the common room yet, but it's obviously a massive requirement because I'm really leaning into the logic skill within this common room, so they get absolutely everything. So I do add in some chess boards in there just to make it really complete. But that is essentially it for the Ravenclaw common room. I love how it turned out. I'm always a bit wary of going with really drastic colours. Like, I can do standard classic browns and beautiful Victorian architecture, but if you're adding in really stark colours, it's a bit of a stretch for me. So it is always a challenge with these builds, but really happy. But thank you so much for coming along and watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. There's so much more to come. But otherwise, thank you so much. Bye bye.